welcome to this session today. It's a new moon in Aries. You know I'm hyped about that. I'm in Aries, duh. But new moons in Aries, the energy is so high vibe. So I did suggest that you look at the new moon in Aries reading that I recently uploaded onto my YouTube channel. I'm out of breath because I was running around. I was like, oh shoot, let me go to the bathroom. All right, let me do this. And then I was like, oh my God, it's 11:12. But anyway, shit, let me catch my breath real fast. Woo! All right, that shows I need to get in shape. But anyway, new moon in Aries energy is motivating. Like, this is a good time. If there's something you've been wanting to do for a long time, now's the time to do it. The energy of Aries is going to push you and make you feel like you need to be doing your thing, okay? So if there's anything in the next 5 days after that you're feeling like motivated towards doing, do it. I'm sweating like a freaking animal. Damn it. Shit. This is what happens when you wait till the last minute. I was sitting and I wanted to dye my braids today. I was like, I'm going to dye my hair brown. And then I was looking at the time. I was like, you ain't going to be able to do that before you got to do the live. But I still had everything set up like I was going to have time. No. So then I ended up having to run around like an animal to get myself ready. So I'm out of breath. But anyway, also I wanted to tell y'all too, if you didn't get a chance to go to YouTube and you missed the Pisces reading, I think it was a full moon in Pisces, check it out because I do give some healing exercises you could do. Like if you feel your sinuses having issues because it is kind of going into allergy season now. You know, there's face massages you can do. There's ear things you can do that can clear out your nose. For example, we could do one together now. It'll help feel like you're you'll feel like you're draining, you know, whatever could be clogged up in your sinuses, because you know the ears, the nose, and the mouth are all connected. So with this being an allergy time of season, this is a quick one you could do if your nose feels clogged. And it's just a gentle 20-second, you're wiggling your ears, 20 seconds from the top of it. Because if you look at your ears, they're in the shape of like a baby in the fetal position upside down. If you see a diagram of your ears, you might hear it like clicking a little bit as you're shaking. That's fine. Breathe, relax. This area of your ears pertains to like the bottom, the feet, okay? Come to the middle part of the ear, and then you wiggle there for like 20 seconds. This is like internal organs. You know, you wouldn't realize that all the nerves in your body are so connected. You could press points on your hands, points on your ears, points on your feet, and it's affecting the inner organs or other parts of your body. Bottom earlobe, bottoms. I know I look crazy. All right. And you might notice from doing that, your breathing has improved, because what it's doing is it's draining anything that might be clogged out and down. So if you feel like you're clogged, you can also massage here, right under the earlobes, down your throat. And to prevent any clogs getting into your chest and causing cancers in the breast, massage the breast. I do that in the Pisces moon reading, where I show you how to massage to keep the blood flowing and everything. But there's also other exercises. If you're having trouble, if you try to put your arms behind your back and you pull muscles, you have to start doing exercises that increase your flexibility from the shoulder up. That so that you avoid why is the name of it slipping my mind? Lymphatic too much liquid getting stuck here and not flowing, you might find you get bulge here. And that's the beginning of what they call big back. And you're looking like this. So start to, when you get up in the mornings, just do some of these, swing your arms back, especially if you're a dancer. You know how to do some arm swings and keep your upper body flexible, because that's how we end up with issues in this region. Okay? Quick health tip. All right. I'm sweating like an animal. Not sure why. I guess it's a little hot here in the South. But Jesus Christ. Woo, ancestors, give me a break. All right. So this is how the weekly vibe, how I'm doing it for today. I'm going to do a day by day using the Zodiac Tarot because it's a new moon in Aries. So we're going to do some, use the Zodiac. But I also want to give you a little personal message. I was drawn to the astrology deck book. So you're going to get to choose your own personal message. At the end of this session, you'll choose a card from my Ancestral Rhythms deck, and that'll give you your card from the astrology deck. And I'll go to the book to read you what your message is from there. That's going to be last. Let's first take a look at this week's vibe. What's going to be the vibe for the week ahead, starting with tomorrow? All right. One thing I'm going to tell you, though, pay attention to your physical. I know a lot of the energy in the past has been pointing towards paying attention to your emotions. How are you feeling? But now, this next cycle we're moving into, it's going to be very important to pay attention to how you feel physically, okay? Trust me, I know. So, I've already been experiencing it. So, pay attention to your physical. If anything don't feel right, go get it checked out. And I feel like, you know, even go online if you have to. Look up some exercises that will help you, natural remedies and things like that. But do make sure you're paying attention to your physical. Make sure you're being mobile. If you're at a job where you sit all day, make sure you're at that job doing knee lifts while you're sitting. Me, when I'm doing a long reading, which is like an hour sometimes, I do stand up, sit down stretches like 10 times. Because otherwise, you're going to get the tire around the waist, and you don't want that. You don't want that. So pay attention to your physical. Ballet warm-ups are the best way to stretch your entire body. If you're not trained in ballet, I was thinking about putting a little short on YouTube with some quick ballet exercises that could really help. But yeah, pay attention to your body at this time. So let's see what the vibe is for tomorrow. I wish I had something near me where I could wipe sweat off, look like a sweaty stop, a sweaty, well, I don't even know what to say because I'm in this bright green. I just look sweaty. Anyway, the vibe for Sunday, tomorrow. All right. So we're heading into Sunday. We got Knight of Cups energy. There may be a focus on expressing feelings, I'm hearing. And I just said pay attention to the physical. And they're showing here that there may be some emotional issues tomorrow. Not bad, but what I'm seeing is either somebody's going to come forward with something to say or offer that you may love, or it could be the other way around. The vibe, let me get an extra. When they give me a card and it's based off of a person's energy, I need to get a little bit more from that. Oh, Ace of Wands. All right. And that's Aries energy. So tomorrow there's a chance that you may be offered an opportunity. It feels like something that you might have been waiting for. There's a good vibe in the air for you to start to either manifest it, because with Ace of Wands, that means there's a big opportunity coming in. Something that you're very, very passionate about. Something that has also Sagittarius energy. So it could be also something that directs you towards your life purpose. All right? Doesn't necessarily have to be a job. With the Knight of Cups, it's something you love to do or something you're just interested in. And you might find you're pushed to start it, or an opportunity comes in to start. So say, for example, tomorrow you just happen to be on Facebook. This is just an example. And you see somebody saying, hey, I'm offering a free dance class, and you used to be a dancer. That's the chance to revive it if it's something you really love. It could also be, for example, maybe you've been waiting for some kind of opportunity to come your way that does maybe pertain to work and career. And you see something online that sparks your interest and reminds you of something that you always wanted to do. Tomorrow, the vibe is high for that. So be on the lookout for opportunities to get back into doing something you really are passionate about. Okay? The chance to start something up again, tomorrow is high vibe for that. And that makes sense because it's new beginning energy under this new moon. That's why I was telling people, see that reading first so you can understand the energy of an Aries new moon. It motivates you to start and do things and just go, take action. All right. That's one of the main Aries traits, is being spontaneous, Hey, let's go do this. All right, let's go. That's Aries vibe, and that's the vibe that we're in right now for the next 5 days. Okay. Monday's vibe. We have I'll just say a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 7 of Pentacles. So it talks again about patience. There's something coming in, but it's taking time to be perfected. So Monday, you might find yourself struggling with patience in something that you've been working on or wanting to come in. You might find Monday, you're like, oh my God, come on. I've been working on this. Let's go. Don't give up. Everything's going to manifest as you want it to. But if you become impatient in any way and start to doubt that something you want is going to happen, you can throw that energy off. Yeah, to clarify, they're showing me the 6 of Pentacles as well. That speaks of something coming back that you put energy towards. So if on Monday in any way you're like, I put a lot of energy towards something, I don't see nothing manifesting from it, it's taking a long time, be patient, because they're showing here, eventually it's going to come back in. And with this person having a moon head and the justice symbol in their hands, the scales, it makes me feel like during this moon, energy is shifting and justice is coming into play. So where you might have felt like injustices were done and you maybe even given money to someone or someplace, a lot invested, Monday, be patient, because you're going to get your comeback. Something's coming back. Something that feels like you're not going to expect it. You might find somebody gives, or somebody that owed you, or a favor, or whatever coming your way. Tuesday's vibe. Tuesday, we have the Queen of Cups coming through. So Tuesday, you may have a lot of emotions happening, okay? Maybe you'll be in your feelings about something. It'll be easy to become emotional on Tuesday. Let me get clarity. Why? Three of Swords coming through. So some of you might find you're dealing with some heartache or something disappointing on Tuesday, or somebody who feels like you hurt them. There's just something with Tuesday that could turn a little emotional. So if you want to avoid drama that deals with matters of the heart, then stay inside and don't take no calls on Tuesday. But possibly on Tuesday, and I'm upset because Tuesday I traveled somewhere, and I'm like, are you kidding? I don't want to be in my feelings. But you want to try to really have your emotions grounded on Tuesday, okay? Because there's a chance you could get into your feelings, or somebody around you can get into their feelings, okay? Wednesday's energy. we have the King of Cups coming through. Good Lord. So Tuesday, Wednesday, we just have a lot of emotional energy coming through. But the King of Cups is emotionally stable. So by Wednesday, you should be feeling a lot better. The Queen of Cups did come out reversed. So that's why I have to let you know that could be a little bit of emotion stirring. But by Wednesday, the energy is better. Your emotions should be feeling a lot more stable. And yeah, should be a pretty good day. All right. You may even find that somebody, it gets into the energy of wanting to profess how they feel about you too. Might be a good day to go on a date if you're in a relationship. You know, let me get more clarity. 8 of Swords. All right. You're also going to find that that day, anything that you feel stuck in, you're going to realize you ain't really stuck. All right. So if you're in a relationship with somebody and you want to be with someone else, Wednesday would be a day where you're going to realize, hey, I can release, detach, and go in this direction. Also, for some of you, you're going to realize that whatever emotions or feelings you were in on Tuesday, that they don't have a hold on you. You're going to be able to free yourself from that energy and feel more emotionally grounded. Okay. All right. What do we have for Thursday's vibe? Thursday's vibe, we have the 10 of Cups coming through. Yay! Complete happiness, joy, love, feeling like you're uniting with loved ones. You might just be really feeling in a good energy. Thursday, it looks like a lot of joy and happiness. Yeah, Ace of Swords, that is the truth. Things are going to be clear. Anything that you didn't comprehend or just you not understanding about this week, by Thursday, you're going to be clear. You're going to feel good. It's a good high vibe day. It's a day where you're going to feel like your blessings have showed up. Friday's vibe. Stay in that energy. Friday, we got the 6 of Cups. That speaks of nostalgia and things from the past that you may love. It also speaks of playfulness in children. Okay? So for some of you guys, Friday, you may be, it's a good day if you're thinking of getting pregnant. It's a good day to try to conceive. Also, if you want to return to your roots, like go back to your hometown if you don't live there, go to where your ancestors are from. It's a good day to do that, okay? What else we got for Friday? Yeah, 7 of Cups. It's going to be so many options Friday of things that you will have on your plate. Don't be afraid to make a choice. Whatever it is that you feel called to, even if it's something that's drawing you back towards your past, it's a good thing. It's like almost like you're going to get a redo or a do-over for something. There's a good vibe on Friday for doing something over that maybe you felt like in the past didn't go the way you wanted. It's also a good day, like I said, to return to your roots. Maybe visit old friends. Go see a family member. Yeah, it's a good day for revisiting past stuff. That's in a good way, okay? Just make sure all those options you'll have in front of you and choices to make on Friday that you do make a choice. I'm seeing a bit of procrastination could slip in on Friday where you might feel like afraid to make a choice because you don't want to make the wrong one. But they're shown with the 6 of Cups, you're going to make the right choice. Just follow where you feel guided. All right. Saturday's vibe, next Saturday. So next Saturday, we got Judgment. It's like a spiritual awakening. Next Saturday, you may be feeling like, yay, finally, it feels like, the light is shining in, all is well. You might find that you have a new outlook on certain things. You might find yourself drawn to do something in regards to elevating your spiritual mindset next Saturday. Or you just might find you just have an awakening about something like, this is what I need to be doing, this is where I need to be, or whatever the case may be. Clarity, we have the 9 of Pentacles. So there's something with money next Saturday and your comfort with money, okay? So you might have an epiphany next Saturday. It's high vibe energy for you to have an idea that comes to you that's going to bring in money, some kind of income. It doesn't mean you have to work for it. People always think, oh, something to make income come in means it's a new job or a new product or project. No, you simply may just be in alignment with an opportunity for money to come your way. That's it. Or you see an opportunity where you can apply for some kind of grant or funding. Next Saturday, some kind of epiphany, awakening is going to come to you that you're going to say, okay, this is the way to become financially stable, or if you already are, to be financially stable for the long haul. But it does feel like by next Saturday, if you are single, you could find yourself kind of feeling lonely in it. Like, I know what I'm here for now. I know what I'm meant to do. I know what I want to do, but I don't have anyone to share it with. Now that I'm feeling like my money is getting in order, my life is feeling more stable, my emotions through this week, I've gotten them under control. Now, I just want to be able to share it either with a partner or with people. All right? Let me get you one more card for Sunday. Page of Swords. Okay? The opportunity will come forward. It's a Page of Swords. It's somebody coming in. So if you are single, someone may be coming your way next Sunday. There's a chance that someone's going to come towards you. But if you're not, you're going to find that next Saturday, communication is going to be an important thing for you. Getting your point across clearly will be important as well. You're just going to have this awakening as to what you need to say, what you need to do. And I do see finances having a lot to do with it. So it's either going to bring in finances or show you a way to make more money. At the bottom of the deck for the whole week, we have, what's this? 5 of Wands. So you do want to make sure you avoid any drama this week. There may be times this week where people will try to draw you into drama or competition, competitive energy. Ignore that this week. Do not let yourself be pulled into any drama. If you have to block a person, block them. If you have to put them on snooze, do it. But this week, avoid people who like drama. Avoid people who trigger you. And try to keep your mind on the things you want to accomplish. Because in Aries energy, this is the energy, is accomplishing, getting this done, doing this, making it happen. All right? So, lastly, and by the way, if you did send a donation for a personal card pull, just let me know in the comments. All right, well, this is card 1, card 2, okay? I'm going to give you a special message based off of the card you pull. The card you choose. Okay, and this message is specifically either for today or for the week ahead, something you need to hear. We have 3 cards to choose from. All right. Card number 1 says S.T.E.A.M. This is the Ancestral Rhythms deck, so it's going to be based off of drums and rhythms. All right. S.T.E.A.M. is card 1. Card 2 is the Doom Doom. Okay, that's a drum, for those who don't know. And card 3 is Foray. Okay. So you got the rhythm S.T.E.A.M, the drum, the Doom Doom drum, and you have the rhythm Foray. Choose one for a message for this week. Let me make sure you can see it a little bit. And I'm going to pull an astrology card message for each of these. And that will be what you needed to hear this week. Okay? What you need to know. So if you are drawn to S.T.E.A.M, this is the card of the harvest. Okay? Wow. So pretty much the message on the back says your hard work and dedication have paid off and a huge windfall is on its way. All right, so if you were drawn to S.T.E.A.M, there's some kind of money, not even money. Well, it feels like some kind of prosperity coming your way. It's time for the harvest. So you put some energy, you did some work in some area of your life where this week or today, you're going to see the results in a good way. Okay. You also got Virgo for this pal. It says integrity, reverence, and service. And let me see what the message is for you from Virgo. I think I went right past it. Yep. Okay, so the message for you, my pal ones. The hell is it? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Why am I getting a call? I'm not taking that. All right, so the key words for you are integrity, reverence, and humility this week, all right? What you need to be doing this week is looking inward, paying attention to details, putting rituals into your life so that there's certain things that you're going to do every morning, every night, like when you wake up, when you go to bed, and starting to see where you could be of service. So if you chose Power 1, there's some way you're meant to use your talents to help others. And maybe you've already been doing that, and that's why you got Casadon, meaning you're about to be getting something back from that. Okay? Questions they want you to ask yourself are, what are your daily embodied rituals? Are your rituals in support of your higher self and ultimate purpose? Service your life so you may be of service to self, spirit, and others. That is your message for this week, my pal ones. Okay? That you needed to hear. If you were drawn to the doom doom drum, the doom doom is the big bass drum in the I don't want to say the Guinea because some people try to say it ain't from Guinea, but it is from Guinea. Anyway, in the Guinea drum orchestra, the doom doom is the big bass drum. It has skin on both ends, and it holds the rhythm. It holds the pace. And it says, "Fill me in your heart. Fill me in your heart and solar plexus chakra. Allow the healing to open you up." Solar plexus chakra is located beneath your rib cage, above the belly button, and it vibrates to the color yellow. It's your center of confidence. It's self-empowerment, willpower, and determination. So your ancestors are asking you to feel them in your heart center and in your solar plexus, all right? And they're going to be helping you to heal areas where you might be feeling lack of confidence, lack of motivation, fear, and maybe just hurt. So your heart's very guarded. They're saying allow the healing to open you up. I also feel like for this pal here, listening to some Guinea drumming from Guinea, listening to the Doom Doom, maybe taking my sacred Doom Doom dance class, Doom Doom playing, is going to be very healing for you. Something with hitting the drum and feeling that through your body is going to be very healing. So think about it. All right, let's get you your message for the week. Second message. All right, my twos, my Doom Doom pal, you have Gemini. All these zodiac signs popping out because there's also moons, nodes, and all of that in here. All right, so we got Gemini coming through. Curiosity, intellect, and networking. So my twos, this is the focus for your week ahead. You may find that a lot of it depends on your going out and about, either meeting other people and getting new information or being the one out there sharing new information. All right. So the message from Gemini, your keywords are curiosity, intellect, versatility, quick to move, and quick to change. All right, that's the energy this week that you need to be in. Learning, communicating, networking, and socializing should be at the top of your list this week. Okay, make sure you don't, and it's funny, the shadow side of this card is lacks focused attention, restless. So you want to make sure that you are not allowing your mind to be scattered all over the place, okay? And are able to focus in on exactly what it is you want to do and go after this week, okay? There's beauty and freedom enlightening your connection to the earth. While your deep connections and commitments are an important part of your life, there's also value in detachment. So ask yourself, where can you lighten up and stop taking things so seriously? Where can you step outside of your routine and infuse some versatility? Experiment with different ways of responding to life, approaching them as playful taste tests. Seek new experiences at this time and light connections. Open your mind and welcome energetic movement. Play with letting life pass through you and not holding things so tightly. All right, that's your lesson this week, my Doom folk. Last but not least, if you are drawn to the rhythm foray, the card says forest dance. You're safe. Spirits of your animal totem speak. This dance comes from Guinea, okay? And a lot of the steps imitate the movements of animals you would see in the forest regions of that country. So your ancestors are already coming through to let you know this week you're safe. You know, you got animal spirit guides working with you, protecting you. They're saying if you have any fear this week of doing anything, don't. Because the back of the card says you're safe. Your moves are being guided by spirit, so release control. Your animal spirit guardians are protecting you. So if there was anything this week you were afraid of doing or fearful about, they're saying get out of that because you good. That jumped out quick. And you have opposition this week. Imbalance, a point of tension, and a power struggle. So let's see why. What's that about? Damn it, because I chose that card. No damn opposition. All right. So the keywords this week are going to be imbalance. So you need to focus this week, and myself, since I chose this damn card, you have to focus on keeping things balanced. So to me, that has to do with relationships with people, justice, fairness. That has to do with your health, balanced diet. Has to do with your physical activity. Know when to work, know when to play, you know, and have fun. That has to do with what you're putting in your body, you know, as far as substance. Not drinking too much alcohol versus water, you know, that type of thing. So the focus is going to be on balance for that group, all right, this week. You don't want to fall into an energy of being imbalanced. You might experience power struggles or a point of tension this week. What that has to do is probably that drama I saw that could possibly happen over this week. Avoid it. Don't allow anybody to suck you into a power struggle or cause any tension. Just be woosah this week. That's the vibe for my threes. You have to be able to be, okay. All right. Don't even let anybody take you out of your energy, out of an energy of being peace, okay? So, two opposing forces who dance. That's interesting they use the term dance, because being a dancer. Two opposing forces who dance in harmony give birth to life. So can you nurture the challenging parts of yourself with the same commitment as you do your strengths? Can you approach the outside world with the same inclusivity? Look upon the faults of others as gently as your own. That's why I said this week, you got to kind of be like, all right, you need to be able to see in other people aspects of you, okay? All right. By hardening into judgment in the face of opposition, you only block yourself. Can you soften judgment and let it become compassion? You will in turn find more compassion for yourself. So this is your week to just be in an energy of compassion and feel someone else, even if they may be opposing something you're saying or something you want to do or something you believe. You're going to have to pull your energy inward and say, okay, I'm not going to judge this person for their stance, but, you know, and I'm not going to get into a power struggle with them. We're going to agree to disagree, and that's the energy for this week. Don't let yourself be tricked into any, you know, any tension with you and anyone else. Avoid drama, my threes, all right? Because that can cause an imbalance in your vibration as well. Wow. Now I want to repick my pile, but hey, gotta do it. What you gotta do with it? What's coming is coming. So I hope that helps you guys. If you need to come back and look at this again. You know, they're just really showing me the energy of water and saying, just really flow this week. Be in a spiritual state. Let your emotions just try to be released in as healthy ways as possible. Listen to your intuition. But yeah, when the element of water comes, it does hint at emotions and needing them to be calm and stable. Really listen to your intuition this week. That's going to be very high. And that's what I got for you guys for the week ahead. I hope that this helps you guys out. I'm also going to see if I can upload this one to YouTube as well, so it'll be there for you all through the week, because now Facebook deletes these videos when I think after a certain amount of days, whether you say keep them up forever or not. So anyway, hope y'all have a wonderful and amazing week. Happy birthday to all the Aries. Dom John Aries, shout out. Yeah. Till next time, peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of this family of life. Later, y'all.